What should one do if a ghusl is required during a long international flight? Tamam. So let's say that you are in such a situation. What would be a practical example of this? One may be that a woman stops her menstruation and it's a long international flight and there's a salah that is now current and she needs to perform that salah, but she can't perform a ghusl because she's in the flight. Another example may be that somebody goes to sleep on the international flight and subsequently has an ihtilam, a wet dream. So now he requires the ghusl and there's a salah that is current, mathalan fajr, so he can't delay or bring forward because, it's fajr. What does he do? In such an instance, a person becomes faqidu tahurain, right? Because faqidu tahurain means somebody who does not have both forms of purification. What are both forms of purification? The one is water, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala وَأَنزَلْنَا مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً طَهُورًا, Allah sent purifying water from the sky in order for us to use for tahara. And then Allah Azza wa Jal also He sent down purifying water from the sky. He also tells us لِيُطَهِّرَكُمْ بِهِ in another ayah that He sent down water in order that you may purify yourselves with it. So that's the one form of water. But فَإِن لَمْ تَجِدُوا مَاءً فَتَيَمَّمُوا. Allah also says in a different place in the Quran, if you don't find water, then perform tayammum, right? Intend towards clean earth. صَعِيدًا طَيِّبًا, clean, pure earth. In an international flight, you don't have the facilities. You have water, but you don't have the facilities to perform a ghusl unless you're going to really cause a major problem for everyone else and take a ghusl in the bathroom. But please don't do that. So you won't be able to perform a ghusl in that way, and you won't be able to perform tayammum, right, which can be an alternative for the ghusl. And in any case, even if you could perform a tayammum, you would still need to undertake what I'm about to say. And what is that? That is, you perform the salah in your state that you are in, and then later on you perform a ghusl, and then you repeat the salah. You make i'adah, you repeat the salah, because you don't have another choice, essentially. Another example of this is actually, much more common than a person who needs a ghusl. But a person who needs to perform the fard salah, right? Anybody who needs to perform a fard salah in a flight has essentially the following course to take, right? In essence, this is the steps that he needs to take or that she needs to take. Number one, they need to find out if there is permission and facilities for you to pray in the usual way, standing and facing Qibla for the fard prayer. Assuming that you can't avoid praying in the plane by jam and qasr, right? Okay, if there are no such facilities or it is not permitted, then you would have to pray in your seat, okay? But this would mean that you're likely not facing Qibla and that you cannot perform a proper ruku and sujood, and therefore, even though you still have to pray in your seat, you have to make the prayer again. You have to repeat the prayer later on when you can perform it in a usual way. Wallahu subhanahu wa ta'ala a'lam, right? If you can stand, and you can stand facing the Qibla, so you fulfill all the arkan and shurut of the prayer, then you don't need to repeat the prayer later on, and Allah knows best. So in all these instances, the solution would be to pray in the way that you can, and then later re-perform that prayer or repeat that prayer with the correct fulfillment of all the arkan and shurut, or all the shurut and the arkan, and Allah knows best.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.